If you want to know the best science fiction movies, you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of the 1970s.
Another way out?
Mm-hmm. That's the way out.
Well, that's the way we just came.
Yeah, but maybe you were traveling around in circles, because that's the way out.
How do you know?
Well, look.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. Westworld.
6 responsive.
Then cut the robot power.
Power cut.
Westworld is a 1973 science fiction western thriller film written and directed by Michael Crichton and stars Yul Brynner, Richard Benjamin, and James Brolin. It's all fun and games till the robots want to kill you. This is the simple yet ultimately terrifying premise of Westworld. In a gigantic western park, customers can live through the ultimate experience of fighting against and with robots that are human-like but can't harm them, until a malfunction turns them into cruel killer machines that are thirsty for blood.
Your move.
I'm shot.
What?
I'm shot.
Number 9. Soylent Green.
Next thing they'll be breeding us like cattle for food. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them.
Promise, Tiger, I promise.
Soylent Green is a 1973 ecological dystopian thriller film directed by Richard Fleischer and stars Charlton Heston and Leigh Taylor-Young. Exceeding expectations with a dark and quite plausible vision of a dark dystopian future, Soylent Green is set in an overpopulated and starving New York. Following a brilliant yet obsessive police detective who investigates into a mysterious murder, we witness how addiction grows when the secret becomes greater and greater. Soon the detective finds himself in the middle of horrifying conspiracies.
Listen to me, Hatcher. You gotta tell them. Soylent Green is people. We gotta stop them somehow.
Number 8. The Andromeda Strain.
For God's sake.
Pistachio ice cream. There's no basis to assume it's anything yet.
You're too good a scientist not to be thinking the same thing I am.
The Andromeda Strain is a 1971 science fiction thriller film directed by Robert Wise and stars Arthur Hill, James Olsen, Kate Reed, and David Wayne. Defined by a striking sense for paranoia and intelligent filmmaking, this classic surreal experience follows a group of scientists who encounter a dangerous microorganism who crashed in the middle of nowhere. But they will soon understand that what they'll find there is the most life-threatening thing they have ever encountered. Soon, Arizona won't be what it once was anymore.
If this is really something new, some brand new form of life.
The best hope of cracking it is to be grindingly thorough with the help of computer number 1. Okay, now let's get on with it.
Number 7. Sleeper.
Now come in me, I'm warning you. He gets it right between the eyes.
He'll do it. He'll do it. I've seen him shoot a nose.
Please, please, please be careful.
Sleeper is a 1973 futuristic science fiction comedy film directed by Woody Allen and stars him alongside Diane Keaton, John Beck, and Maria Small. This futuristic comedy to make you reflect follows health store owner Miles, who dies during a routine surgery. But when his family freezes his body, he suddenly awakens 200 years later, only to find himself in the middle of a war against an oppressive regime of power. Now disguised as a robot, he flees and accidentally falls in love with a woman from the future.
Don't come near us. Just get out of here now.
He's bluffing. He wouldn't shoot the nose.
Bluffing, am I? Okay, clowns. You asked for it.
Number 6. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
If this is just nerve gas, how come I know everything in such detail? I've never been here before. How come I know so much?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a 1977 science fiction film written and directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Richard Dreyfuss, Terry Garr, Melinda Dillon, and Francois Truffaut. Following the premise of its name-giving title, Close Encounters of the Third Kind follows a group of astronauts on the hunt for intelligent alien contact. When one of them swears to have seen a UFO, he drops everything in his life to prove his sanity against those who say different. An explanation to haunt them all awaits on the horizon.
Monsieur Neri, please, one more question. N'avez-vous pas fait récemment une rencontre?
Have you recently had a close encounter?
Une rencontre plutôt inhabituelle.
A close encounter with something very unusual. Who are you people?
Number 5. Solaris.
Что случилось? Регенерация замедляется. 2-3 часа можно быть свободным от них.
Solaris is a 1972 Soviet science fiction art film directed by Andrei Tarkovsky and stars Donatas Bonianis, Natalia Bondarchuk, Yuri Jarvey, and Vladislav Dvorzhetsky. Often called one of the best sci-fi movies in cinema history and a great influence for the works of great directors in the decades to come, Solaris is the tale of what happens when humans make contact with everything they ever wished for. It's a hell that breaks loose with a row of events that could not be more abstract and disturbing.
Энцефалограмма. Запись всех моих мыслей. А вдруг я хочу, чтобы она умерла? Исчезла? Доверить все этому киселю. Ну и так уже мне влез в душу.
Number 4. Stalker.
Успокойся, они же не виноваты. Их пожалеть надо, а ты сердишься.
Ты же видела их, у них глаза пустые.
Stalker is a 1979 Soviet science fiction art film directed by Andrei Tarkovsky and stars Alexander Kadanovsky, Anatoly Solzhenitsyn, Nikolai Grinko, and Elisa Freindlich. Being a complex and thoughtful parable of philosophical principles, as well as a great time for a suspenseful movie, this classic sci-fi flick will have you at the edge of your seat. We follow 3 protagonists who make their way through forbidden Russian territory called the Zone. Soon they must face the reality that this place is redefining reality as they know it.
Самое страшное, что не нужно это никому. Никому не нужна эта комната. И все мои усилия ни к чему.
Number 3. A Clockwork Orange.
You have to be cured.
It was horrible.
Of course it was horrible. Violence is a very horrible thing.
A Clockwork Orange is a 1971 dystopian crime film directed by Stanley Kubrick and stars Malcolm McDowell, Patrick McGee, Adrienne Corey, and Miriam Carlin. As one of the most praised and influential independent art house movies comes another masterpiece from director Stanley Kubrick. It is the exploration of the human mind and its most primal desires, and what happens when we completely demolish them. Shocking, violent, and ultimately disturbing, A Clockwork Orange is a story of a lifetime.
You've proved to me that all this ultra-violence and killing is wrong! Wrong and terribly wrong! I've learned my lesson, sir! I see now what I've never seen before! I'm cured! Praise God!
Number 2. Alien.
My God.
Alien is a 1979 science fiction horror film directed by Ridley Scott and stars Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, and Harry Dean Stanton. While there is not much that hasn't been said about this revolutionary monster movie, it is still remarkable how well it holds up till today. Through exceptional directing work and lots of movie love, director Ridley Scott has created a horror experience that will crawl down your spine and rip it apart from the inside. But in space, no one will hear you scream.
No, no, don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
How the hell did you get all this together?
It just happened, Max, you know? A piece from here and a piece from there.
So easy?
Yeah.
Come on, Max, you've seen it. You've heard it.
Where'd you guys come from? Oh, well, it doesn't make any difference, I guess. Is that food? I'm starving. Do you mind?
How did you get here?
I was lost.
You're not lost now.
Mm-mm.
They drafted me.
They didn't.
This was your idea. This was your idea, wasn't it?
Bones is a thing out there.
Why is any object we don't understand always called a thing?
Headed this way. I need you.
Number 1. Star Wars: A New Hope.
Never heard of the Millennium Falcon?
Should I have?
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Welcome to a galaxy far, far away. Princess Leia is taken hostage by the Galactic Empire in an effort to take over the galaxy. A New Hope is a 1977 epic space opera film written and directed by George Lucas and starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Alec Guinness. A simple farm boy, Luke Skywalker joins forces with a Jedi, a smuggler, and 2 droids to save the galaxy from the Empire's world-destroying Death Star. On their way, they try to save Princess Leia from the mysterious Darth Vader, and so begin a long journey to peace in the galaxy.
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.